just say that. Half a ticket all in. Just say it, I handle the biz. I speed on the block, 25 black on black, maybe back a whole nother bin.
What's up, guys? It is 5/25, May 8th, meaning that we are right at like 27 hours out, which is crazy. I had a little hair situation going on this week, but I got something figured out, and that's what I'm about to go do. I'm about to go get my hair done at 6 a.m. I got my meal prep, 2 bagels. The carb up has been crazy so far. But yeah, we got a tan today. We got check-ins for the show. Got a haircut today. Another full day on the schedule. But I'm looking forward to it. We're so close, and it's getting so, the nerves have gone away. I'm sure they'll come back right before the show and stuff. But, you know, I'm starting to see stuff come together. All that practice, all the posing, it's all coming together, and the confidence is there. I could not be more excited. So I'm going to take y'all a little bit through today and a bit through tomorrow, and hopefully through some meals and maybe some cheat meals. So we'll see. All right, guys, it's been a little minute since the last check-in. I've gotten tanned. I got my hair done. Gotten checked into the show. We made weight. We weighed in at 171 for Classic, so that's pretty good because I was kind of worried about that. But we are 14 hours out right now. 14 hours out. Oh, y'all, a physique update, though. All right, I'm back. Coach said we had to start eating up. I'm ready for them to hit. They're hitting, but I need them to hit some more. We got a bagel, 350 grams of rice, 3 ounces tilapia, 10 grams of honey. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to try to give y'all another physique update before the end of the night, and then I'll see y'all in the morning for the show. All right, guys, it is 5:30-ish a.m. Showday. A couple hours out. I'm about to go get my second, like a tan touch-up. I'll see y'all at the venue.
Yeah, still got that drive in me like late night. I've been shooting for the stars, so I ain't right. I've been out here on point, watching both sides. Whole time, everything I need was a plain sight. I achieved everything that I once dreamed, and now I see it.
Okay, I can admit this right here is not very responsible. But I want to capture this the best I can, and I want to talk to y'all because y'all have been here with me through the whole way. Currently on the way to the venue, like I just said, we have our second touch-up, and then we're basically just sitting around for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. The pros go before us. So I may go out into the audience and watch them for a little bit. Just because some of those dudes, this is like the Memphis Pro. So they have some of the top dudes in the country. They got Vitor Chavez there. And I mean, like, I literally was modeling my men's physique posing after him for a while. So it's definitely dope to see some of these dudes, you know, up close and in person. It sounds crazy, but it's also crazy seeing like the differences in their sizes. Like you'll see them on, you know, the Olympia stage versus standing right next to them. It's kind of weird. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Y'all have seen the entire prep basically. It's crazy how kind of fast it went by, but it's like I experienced every single day, but it still went by so fast. That's one thing about prep. You can't really cruise through any days. You're like, because everything is so intentional that you're doing, it's definitely way of life, I gotta say. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Got to see some of the guys I'll be going against yesterday, and you know, it's easy then to start getting in your head, but you know, I know the work I put in. I know the best thing I can do, the best thing my coach can do is bring the best package we got. So that's what we're gonna try to do. We've, like, the trials we've done over the past couple of days, just carbing up and stuff, like, we're looking good. Especially men's physique, I'm ready. I am definitely ready. And I'm ready for a post-show meal, too. I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh, yeah, dude. We're going to Cookie Canuck. They have, like, a 1-pound burger challenge. I'm not doing that, but I'm thinking get a burger or something from there, maybe a dessert. Maybe stop by a Crumble or something. Who knows? But I'll be honest, I don't plan to go too crazy. Definitely want some peach rings, though. But yeah, I'm not really too... I want to be with my family after the show and have a meal with them. I'm more worried about having a meal with just like my mom and stuff than actually the food I'm eating. I haven't been able to really eat with her in a while. And tomorrow is Mother's Day. The other day was her birthday, so I feel like I owe it to her. Definitely tried to go all out for her Mother's Day and her birthday. But I combined it all into one because her birthday was 2 days ago, so tried to kind of do the best I could with the money I had because this bodybuilding stuff is not cheap. But yeah. Anyways, we got prejudging at around 10. We're going to have 2 meals before that. 2 meals before we go on stage, I think is the plan today. And let's just see what happens, honestly. I just made it to the venue, or the host hotel. I gotta get the tan here in the venue. I'm pretty sure it's connected to the hotel. But yeah, welcome to downtown Memphis. See Bass Pro. Dude, there. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm hungry. I gotta check in with my coach as soon as I get done with this thing. And then we're sitting backstage again for a couple hours. All right, guys, we're currently eating our first meal. Tilapia rice and rice cakes. And eating cold fish is definitely not fun. But it is what it is. But after this, the next meal is cream of rice, so it gets more interesting after this. But I got my second go to tan. It's pretty dark. And I guess we'll just kind of have to see how it looks on stage. I'm ready for those stage shots. All right, so we are backstage now. Pro men's are now on the stage. So we got about 2 hours until we're on. But found a little spot. Let's see, can we get it? But yeah, right now coach has pulled water, pulled food for right now. Kind of let this first meal digest. You know, it's starting to get real. I'm starting to get more locked in, and I'm excited. And I really hope I can get some good stage footage, but still got about 2 hours before we go to stage. Wish y'all could see. I think that those carbs are definitely starting to settle in. See if I can make this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with the look right now. I will catch y'all. I don't know. It might be after the show.
He's ready. You want the class. Thank you. Brian, in the box, please. Close to the white line. Front pose for the camera. Your junior men's physique champion. Congratulations, sir. Future men's physique. And maybe classic physique. In fourth place, number 73, Brian Kelly Johnson. In third place, 114, Dwayne Moss. In second place, 113, John Kroshawalski. Winning in this class, 117, Chief Hines. Gentlemen, take one step closer to the white line. Front pose for the camera, please. Excellent.
All right, guys. We are officially a week post-show today, and also officially a week out from the next show. And so I thought I'd give y'all a little recap of how last week went. I'm gonna be honest, after the show, I was not in a great place. Well, after prejudging, I wasn't in the best place mentally because I was like, I really just did all this work to not place first in a single division besides the only class I was in by myself. I still did really well for it being a Pro-Am. Don't get me wrong. I did very well for it to be a Pro-Am show as a natural going against people that are natural and enhanced. Don't get me wrong on that. I was way too hard on myself right after prejudging. It was my first show. I didn't really understand how bodybuilding worked. Then I understood that different judges judge off of different things. How many factors go into bodybuilding? So I also didn't think about, that was the warm-up show. I went into that show, the whole plan, the entire prep was to go into that show as a warm-up. Get stage presence, you're in your hometown, get to have fun. Then these next two shows, I'm currently a week out and 3 weeks out from those. Natural shows, you got an OCB show coming up and then a natural NPC show. Those are where you bring the heat. And I kind of forgot about that. I got lost in that after prejudging and the day of the show because I like to win. I'm competitive. I can be honest. I like to win. And I hate losing. I hate losing, honestly, more than I like winning. And so just that feeling, even though I was placing second, you had some thirds, a couple fourths. Even though I placed in all my classes, it still felt like I failed. And I'm glad a week post-show, I've switched up my mindset. But I can tell you one thing, I am hungrier than I've ever been. And I hate to sound corny about that, but like, I want it even worse now. Like these next two shows, I want it I want to win, because then they're natural shows. So now I can't. I want to win, because I'm the playing field is leveled now. So going into these next 2 shows, I'm as dialed as I was for the first show, if not more dialed. But I'm also going in with the mindset that, you know, I'm controlling what I can control going into these next 2 shows. You don't know who's gonna show up. So I'm putting it in my head now that if these next 2 shows don't go the way I want them to, I want to be able to go to sleep at night knowing that I did everything in my power. I followed my plan. I did my posing practice. I held my abs tight on stage. I did all of that, and I still lost. And I think I will be able to, you know, sleep better at night from that. And another thing is, I think I started to get lost in the whole reason why I started the prep in the first place. Especially the Memphis show. I didn't go in knowing that I was doing all of these shows, but that Memphis show is something that had been on my mind for a long time. I started thinking about doing that Memphis show for the first time when I was in high school. And then going into my sophomore year of college, I decided, you know, that's when I was going to do it. Going into my sophomore year, I was like, okay, this coming up spring, I'm going to do it. But I wasn't as locked in as I probably needed to be at the time. And then, boom, brain surgery. And so then that kind of altered things, of course. And after I fully kind of recovered from that, I made a promise to myself, you're getting on that stage no matter what. As soon as you recover from this, the next chance you get, you're getting on that stage. Doing it the following spring right after the surgery wouldn't have been smart. But I told myself, yeah, next spring, you're competing in that Memphis show, no matter if you want to or not. Because I was tired of letting myself procrastinate on things and take for granted the ability to walk, talk, lift weights, be a bodybuilder. I took for granted so many things that surgery made me realize could be gone in a second. But now here I am a week out, and I can say that I did it. Like, I did it. I did that thing that I promised myself I would do, and now I've become more and more proud of myself every day. Even though I didn't do as well as I wanted to, which I've been very hard on myself about that, even though it was a pro-am, and I'm a natural 21-year-old athlete. But yeah, going into these next 2 shows, I have a completely different mindset, and I really appreciate my coach for that. He has really helped my mindset. My mom, she knows not much about the sport, but has still really helped my mindset. So I'm in a much better spot after the show. I'm so glad that I did that show. It was a great experience. Having an event like that in my hometown, Memphis, was crazy, because Memphis gets a terrible rep. Especially now, you got celebrities making comments about Memphis. Memphis has gotten a terrible rep, especially in the past 5 to 10 years. For that to have, there to be such a big event and something that I love so much, where I'm from, it meant a lot to me, because you don't see that much. We don't have big events coming here. We have people cancel on coming to Memphis because of the crime here. And just to see something successfully put together in such a niche like community was a great feeling. But yeah, going into these next 2 shows, I'm dialed. And I'm gonna keep documenting this prep the same way I have, and I can't wait to bring y'all along with me. I've really appreciated every last one of y'all being there every step of the way. And the amount of support I've gotten from so many of y'all, it helps me get through this. So I'm gonna keep putting my head down, and I'm gonna keep going to work. And we're going to get that pro card next week.